Hey there, students, and good morning. Today is Wednesday, January the 25th, and today is the 100th day of school. Kind of hard to imagine that we've been in school for 100 days already. Here's something for you guys to think about to start us off. What are three ways to make 100? So they gave us one example here, 50 plus 50 is 100. Can you think of any other ways? I know one way that helps me is to think of $1, and so I could count by nickels, by fives, I could count by dimes, by tens, by quarters, 25s, lots of different ways to do that. Okay, so we're going to be diving back into our lessons on polygons this week. And we called the study of shapes in math geometry. And so we're kind of digging in to make sure that you guys have a really good understanding of the different 2D shapes, and going back to our standard from this week, making sure that you are able to tell what a polygon is, and that you're able to classify it by how many sides it has, and if it follows those four rules of polygons. So we have here a regular polygon. That's one where all sides have the equal length. If you remember back to yesterday's lesson, we showed one page with all the regular polygons, like an octagon with 8 sides that looks like a stop sign. Well, each of the sides are the same size. Now, within a regular polygon, not all the sides have equal lengths. They're the ones that looked kind of funky, and we had, they looked like spiky things coming off of them and stuff like that. So regular is kind of the more normal standard shapes you're used to, and the irregular is this technically the same shape, but they just look a little bit differently because the sides are different sizes. So let's go back over our goals for today. We are learning about 2D shapes so that we can classify polygons. I'll know that I've got it if I can identify polygons by their attributes. All right, so this is day 3 of going through these things. Take a second and think for yourself, what is a 2D shape? Well, if you said that that is a flat shape, something that doesn't have that third dimension like we talked about yesterday, just length times width, then you're right. It's something flat, like a piece of paper. And then attributes, anything that we use to describe the shape. So we talked about yesterday with rocks, we said they could be shiny or dull, they could be rough or smooth. Those are all different ways to describe rocks. And in shapes, we have different ways to describe them. The name of the shape, how many sides they have, 2-dimensional, 3-dimensional, lots and lots of different ways to describe those shapes. And those are called attributes. A polygon that's kind of our big focus for this week. It's a special 2-dimensional shape. And then here are those rules. Let's see if you can remember these. Has to be flat, 2-dimensional. Has to be closed. There can't be any open sides. It has to have 3 or more sides. And there can't be any curves. Okay? So I bet you guys are getting really, really good at these this week. So we're going to kind of jump into here just for another review. Now the polygons, here's just a couple of examples. They have sides here. All of the shapes have sides, and those are kind of the edges that you see here. And you can't see the bottom of that one, but these things are called edges. And then we said the vertices are the corners where those edges meet together. Okay, and now you guys know all about these. Circle, we said it has 0 sides and 0 vertices, and we know this technically isn't a polygon. It's still a 2-dimensional shape, but it's just special in the sense this one's not a polygon because it's curved, because it doesn't have more than 3 sides, okay? But then these others all are square, triangle, rectangle. We've got 4 sides, 3 sides, and 4 sides. So here's a quick example. Can you think of something that has these shapes? Can you think of something, you look around your house right now. There's a little magnetic board behind my computer, and it's in the shape of a square. I'm looking here, there's actually an old Christmas decoration, Christmas tree that has a triangle at the top of it. It's more of a cone, more of a 3D shape. And I'm even looking at a picture frame over here that kind of looks like a rectangle. So maybe stop for a second and see if you see those around. Ooh, even over here there's a light switch that's a rectangle. And then there's a cabinet with a door that I can open. That one's a rectangle too. Lots of good stuff. This is one of my favorite shapes. Do you guys remember this one? It's called a rhombus. Say that with me. Rhombus. And a rhombus is, we would always say, it's a square that got hit by a bus. So imagine a bus was coming along, smacked into a square, and those sides of the square ended up going sideways. Okay, still 4 sides. All 4 of those sides are the same length, just like a square, but it's kind of like that square got knocked over to the side, so those are going in the other way. If you guys have a whiteboard there with you or a piece of paper, you can pause the video real quick and try to draw yourself a rhombus. Really fun. And then this one where it says to draw a pentagon, how many sides does it have? So we're going to switch over here. A pentagon has 5 sides, okay? And so you kind of have the more normal shape as much as you can. It'll be pretty difficult to get them all straight. And I can even see, you see this side's a little shorter than the other. So this would technically be an irregular polygon. Really, once you guys get into like middle school, you'll probably take a middle school geometry class, maybe even in high school. And they will have you use special tools with special rulers like a protractor, to help you draw shapes very, very, very accurately. It's something that's really difficult to do just here on the paper. But take a look. A pentagon has 5 sides. And then this building here is actually kind of cool. This is in Washington, D.C. I don't know if you guys have ever been there before. My dad used to work for the Army, and he actually would work in this building. He would go here all the time and visit for work. And so this is, as you can see the shape here, an actual pentagon, and they call that building the Pentagon. Here they have this crosswalk symbol. That's also a pentagon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then looks like a rounded rectangle down here below. After a while, you start to see these shapes everywhere. I see a triangle here with a rectangle coming out of the end of it. They're all over the place. And then here is that pentagon we tried to draw on the last one. You can see theirs looks really, really, really good. It's got all the same sides and everything. And now we have a hexagon. That's the 6-sided shape. If you have kind of the old-fashioned wooden pencil there with you, usually there's 6 sides to that. You can kind of rub your hand around the edge. Now, not all pencils work that way, but the kind of standard yellow pencils usually have that hexagon shape. Sometimes the washers or bolts that you might use, the nuts that you would stick on the end of it, of a bolt to attach it, that could be in the shape of a hexagon. The patterns inside of a soccer ball. And even in nature, we see in like a honeycomb, there's always that 6-sided shapes. And then when I'm using, working on my bicycle, I need to tighten things up. I use something called a hex key. These little tiny black metal, kind of like screwdrivers, but they have different size hexagon faces to them. And then the different bolts and nuts on my bicycle, I have to check those out to see which one they fit. But these are all examples of hexagons in the real world. If you guys can find any hexagons around your class, you can definitely let us know about it tomorrow. Now, a heptagon, you won't see this one a whole lot, but I just remember that a hexagon has 6. That helps me. They both have X in the number. And then right after that comes heptagon. So hexagon, heptagon, that has 7 sides. Octagon has 8. Okay, here is a pop quiz. Which one of these is a pentagon? A, B, C, D. Correct answer is A. And it helps too. It kind of comes to a point, this one here. Now, that pentagon could be turned where the point's not at the top, but usually it's drawn like this. And when you see that point at the top, you almost think of it as like a pointagon, pentagon, pointagon. What's this one called? Rhombus. This one's got 8 sides. This is a octagon, like an octopus has 8 arms. And this has 6 sides. That would be a hexagon. All right. Quick review here. Let's say these names together. This one is a triangle. This one is a quadrilateral. Let's say that together. Quadrilateral. Okay. Then we have a pentagon, a hexagon, a heptagon, an octagon, a nonagon, and a decagon. Okay, all kinds of different shapes there. And you'll get really used to these on the top row, and then probably an octagon. Heptagons, nonagons, decagons don't happen a whole lot, but it is still good to be able to recognize those 7, 9, and 10-sided shapes as well. And now here's our irregular polygons. Remember these now. where all the sides have different shapes. We would still call this an octagon. We just call it now an irregular octagon because all of the sides are different. Okay. All right, so in celebration of the 100th day of school, one of our teachers came up with this fun activity in the Nearpod. So I'm going to share that link with you in the email you got for today. And so it'll look kind of like this, and you guys can just grab the shapes to kind of fill that in, like the 100th day. So I got my squares here. It is doing that silly thing where it deletes shapes after you put them on there. So if it's not working out, don't worry about it. You can try your best. It was working for me a little bit, and then sometimes it doesn't work. It looks like it's working okay. You guys can go ahead and fill those shapes on there. Let's see, now it seems to be working. Okay, so there's that one. And then your second activity in the Nearpod looks like this. It says to drag and drop polygons from the left to create your very own picture. Okay, and so we can kind of start doing this and make little shapes however you want it to look like. You can make it symmetrical where it looks the same on all the sides. I don't think I want that one. Let's see here. Might go. That one looks kind of cool. I wish I could rotate it. I don't think they'll let us rotate it. Maybe you guys will be able to on yours, but you guys can make your own sides. And it says down here when you're finished, you can write how many of each of those you used for your shape. And then we have a game here. I'll send you the link to this solo Blookit. I believe once you click on it, you should be able to play any of these games. I believe that's true. So I was going to play Monster Brawl. I know. Pick my little character. Let's see here. I'll pick the Snowy Plains, normal. And then you can watch the little tutorial. But for me, I'm just going to warm up with these facts. 11 and 2. Okay, now you can upgrade rapid eggs, boom bubbles, rapid fire lasers. You guys kind of get how it works. Okay, you move around the screen and try to get these little guys. No, I'm not too good at this yet, but that's what you guys can do to work on. All right, guys, thank you so much for being here today. Thanks for your hard work, and I will see you in just a little bit at ELA. All right, see you later.